Hi, my name is Tiani. Welcome back to another video. This is just a chill chit chat life update video. My son is home too, so I can't even do my usual sit down videos that I do with you all. I'm going to be folding clothes in the meantime, but little life update. I just had a birthday on May 6th. If you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? I'm going to go ahead and leave my Instagram handle below. That's where many of you will get most of the updates, like sooner updates on Instagram versus YouTube. But right now, I am currently getting my life together because I feel like I kind of fell off of my fitness journey just a little bit. I still been working out at least 5 days a week, but as far as fall off, I mean the eating portion. It was just my birthday. It was also my friend's birthday before that, and my other friend's birthday before that, and my nephew's birthday. So I just been doing a lot of eating, going out and drinking, which is definitely not great for my body in general because I do have gut health issues. So I try not to make it a habit of overindulging and overdoing myself. I don't deprive myself from that at all. So I still go out, I still have fun. I just have to be mindful with my body, and I also have to be mindful for where I want to be in the future as far as my fitness goals. And if you keep going out every single weekend, like eating like that, you can really mess up years of progress by just continuously sabotaging yourself every weekend. But anyway, I did have fun. I went to dinner for my birthday and then went to a bar after that for a little bit and was home by like 11. It's an early night because I ended up mixing drinks, and the taste of the mixed drink caused me to throw up. You know, over here doing 20-year-old things in a 30-year-old body. But also, I've been going through it a lot behind the scenes. I haven't shared with my channel yet about this, but as you all know, like I work in the healthcare industry, and I also, in the midst of that, I take care of my son who is at home with me. He only goes to school for like 4 hours a day, so he's at home with me majority of the day. I want to say he's home with me at least for about 6 hours of my shift. And so sometimes, like when he has really rough days, I have to stop working and I have to tend to him, which hinders what I'm doing at work, unfortunately. And it also makes my numbers go down low. So I'm in the midst of finding a new position right now. And it's been very stressful because in the midst of me finding a new position, something that better fit my needs and that fit my schedule with my son and his schedule, because he has therapy 5 days a week. There's always somebody in my home he has speech therapy, he has behavioral therapy, and in that school, I believe he has speech, occupational, and they work with him on different things. And I'm saying that because I need an at-home remote job. I've been remote since 2016. So what is that about? Shoot, how many years is that now? Dang, that's 8 years already? Oh my God, I've been at home for 8 years. I've been working at home for 8 years. And the position that I have right now, the metrics, we have to hit like 140 claims per hour. So meaning I have to review 140 drug claims per hour. And no, it is not a mistaken number. It is 140, which is sometimes not doable given my circumstances. If you leave to use the restroom, it can hurt your numbers. If you just need to have like a 5-minute emergency, like it hurts your numbers. So I need to find a new position, and in doing so, I'm very stressed out because they did like a recent shift change out of nowhere. Like they talked about doing a shift change last year, but they said they were just thinking about it. There was like no implementation when the shift change was gonna come. I've been here for 3 years in this apartment and they never have done a shift change. And then boom, shift change comes. So they did the shift change, and unfortunately the schedule that I got is Tuesday through Saturday, and that schedule does not work for me by any means because I have so much stuff going on the weekends. Like I do things with my family on weekends. That's also the time I get to spend time like with my grandmother. That's when everybody is off. Like there's so much family stuff that I need and have and already have planned to do on the weekend. Saturdays do not work for me by any means. Like it just does not work for me, and that's the schedule that they have me at right now. So I'm stressed because it's like, okay, well I can't come in on Saturdays, unfortunately. And then I try to switch with another peer who claimed per my boss that they are interested in switching to, they said they didn't mind working the Saturday shift. They didn't mind working Tuesday through Saturday, so I can be on the Monday through Friday. And my boss goes, well, it's because she's new that she can't work it. But I'm like, why would you mention that somebody is interested in the shift and they're interested in switching and they're more willing to do so? And then like, why would you mention mention that if they cannot work? You know what I mean? Like, why would you even bring that up if you don't want them to work? There's a difference. She can work, but because she's new, she's been here for like 4 months, she doesn't want her to work. She said she wants to give the new employees a fair chance as far as their shifts, but it's like she reached out and said she was interested to work that shift. So I don't know. It's beyond me at this point, but it's unfortunate because she's not going to have that extra employee that she needs to work on Saturdays because I can't do it. And of course, you know, me being me, of course, I'm going to follow policy and all that within the company just until I find something else. But I say it's stressful because they are literally making my last days here very stressful. And I wish jobs would focus more so on the quality of work and just being a little bit better in how they treat employees versus the quantity. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, you literally have to track basically every single minute of the day. So for example, if I'm like in the wrong queue for like a minute or two, and say if I do this every single day, we can get written up for us not being in the right queue, even if it's 1 to 2 minutes. There's this thing called adherence where we basically have to track every single thing we're doing every minute of the day. So if I'm there for 8 hours, I have to make sure everything is tracked properly for those 8 hours and what I'm doing while I'm working there. I talked to my friends about this and they said they have never heard of that a day in their life and or been written up. They usually just go to their job, do their work. Yeah, they track quality and just make sure the quality of work is great, but that's all they track, not every single minute. So this job tracks not only quality, but it also tracks quality, production, and basically what you're doing every minute of the day, which is very unfortunate. Sometimes when you go to different departments, you think you're getting an upgrade and you're really downgrading yourself. At least that's how I feel right now. And sadly, it sucks because I took this lower paying position just to be at home with my son. And I feel like I should have just stayed in my last position and just, I don't know, just stay there because at least I was getting paid double the pay and I don't know, getting paid double for the same amount of stress. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. So right now I just need a new job, and quite frankly, I want to move either in a different segment of healthcare, or I want to pivot to being a recruiter, or I want to pivot to the tech industry. I really love the tech industry, but I would love to be a recruiter for the tech industry or be some kind of like customer success manager because I do love working with people. I love helping people. That's my thing. I love helping people. I know that's my calling. I know that what I'm here on earth to do. My thing is how I just have to figure out better teaching styles on how to teach people and can understand what I'm trying to teach them. I love helping people and I want to get a position where I'm able to thrive, help people, and make great pay. I feel like it's a lot. I feel like I'm not asking for a lot, but while I'm looking at the job market right now, I feel like I'm asking for a lot. The job market is horrible. I live in California, so you know anything about Southern California, you got to make a good amount of money. Luckily, like I do have a partner to split bills with, but at the same time, I want to be able to, if something were to happen to one of our incomes, like I want to be able to take care of the house by myself. And that's something I was able to do in my last position, be able to take care of the house by myself. And also we have a lot of financial goals right now. Like we are working on our debt-free journey. That's what this channel originally was going to be about, was a debt-free journey. But I'm more I'm more passionate about weight loss and sharing my story about weight loss more than I am about the debt-free journey. Don't get me wrong. I love talking about finance and I love like learning about finance, but my first passion will always be weight loss and overcoming those humps just because it's so personable for me, and the fact that I've been through so much and like I had so many barriers going against me. I feel like somebody else can also relate to this story as well, and then somebody else can see like, damn, if she did it, I can lose the weight too. And that's what I wanted this channel to ultimately be about. That's my life update with the job. Also coming out with a new series called Journey to 134 Pounds, which I've already started documenting and posting about on my Instagram. I haven't done it on here yet. I will do a separate video for that, but just to give you like a little synopsis, Journey to 134 Pounds is something that you all voted for. I did a series called Weigh My Food With Me where I weighed out food and I showed you all how to weigh out food, how to measure your food, and I did that for like 4 weeks straight. And I did that for the people who just didn't know how to weigh their food and didn't know how to use a food scale. So those were for those people who voted for that. So on Instagram, I do occasionally do a poll on what you guys want to see next. And I believe the poll was getting my life together, Journey to 134, workout videos. I forgot what the fourth one was, but there was a fourth one on there. I can't remember what the fourth one was, but there's a fourth one, and you guys all voted for Journey to 134. Now, you know, I always preach about, like, it doesn't matter with the number on the scale, because visually I can be 134 pounds and not even look like I weigh that much, because it all depends on how much fat how much fat that you have and carry on your body. And not a lot of people know that or understand that aspect of it all. That's why you see skinny fat people, and excuse my language because I know some people are triggered by the word fat, but I don't know any other way to explain it. But I don't mean that with ill intent by any means, especially coming from an ex plus size girly. I would never be the one that purposely try to hurt people, especially after being there and being overweight for so long. But anyways, yeah, so you guys all voted for 134. At least on my Instagram story they did, and that's what I'll be doing. So this is a pure ego goal. Let's be real here. I'm only getting to 134 pounds just to say I did it, okay? Once I'm done, I would have lost 114 pounds total. Now, and I came up with that series because I was thinking back on, like, when I first started my weight loss journey years ago. This had to be like, now my first weight loss journey was actually when I was 10 years old. But I started another one in my early 20s. It had to be like 2021. And the smallest size that I got at that time was 143 pounds. I'll insert a photo so you guys can see how small it was. And my goal at that time was 135. But at that time, I was just chasing the number on the scale. I had no knowledge of the difference between fat loss and weight loss. I had no knowledge of nutrition or eating to fuel your body. I had no knowledge of weightlifting at that time. I didn't even weightlift. I did not pick up nobody's weight. And you could tell because my tone definition now and how my body looks now, and just my body is like slightly muscular. It looks like a grown woman body is how it's supposed to look. And I love how my body looks now versus, of course, what I looked like when I was 21. But we shouldn't even be comparing bodies from a 36-year-old to a 21-year-old. Of course, it's going to be different. But I love how my body looks now. But I just remember feeling back then like I was just chasing a number on the scale. This time around, I'm more so chasing healthier habits. I'm chasing longevity. I'm chasing sustainability. I'm chasing a more muscular tone, thick look. I'm chasing curves because I'm going to keep all my curves. I'm chasing all of that. I'm chasing a bigger booty if you want to keep it real. I'm chasing all those things. However, road to 134 is just a pure ego thing. And once I get there and say that I did it, depending on how I look, I may gain to either get a bigger butt, or I may both to get a bigger butt, or just kind of like really shape my body how I want to. There's a certain look that I'm going for, and it doesn't necessarily mean the number on the scale per se. So I'm more so chasing after a look, but overall chasing after health first, then a look. But yeah, so once I get there, I may not stay there. I may stay there. I don't know. Not too sure. We shall see. But I just wanted to update you that I will be starting that series here on YouTube as well. It will be a vlog style like this, and I'll share with you like what foods I ate and what my macronutrients are looking like at that time. I will be joining a 6-week shred with Christine Heronic because I feel like I'm mentally ready to join that again. I didn't do this time around just because I had so much going on with the job, and I was just really feeling really sad because my shift got changed to the weekend shifts, and it's just a lot going on. And and to add on to that, I wouldn't be able to really get my shifts covered, so it's very inconvenience for me. And also my boss is making things extremely hard, unfortunately. I'm not used to dealing with a boss. I didn't have to deal with her out of the 3 years, to be honest, but the little interaction that I had in those 3 years, a lot of confusion, and I'm not the only one who feels this way at this company, unfortunately. But yeah, so it will be a vlog style like this, just me chit-chatting with you and just sharing. And then what I like about the road to 134 pounds is that you guys get to see in basically real time like what it's like losing weight, like really what it's like. It's not all rainbows. It's hard. Even if it is only about 36 pounds I gotta lose, like it's still, those 36 pounds is still hard, because mentally, like for the most part, I think during the journey is that my mental stability is the hardest thing to control. And you all know that I do struggle with mental health. And I feel like the times that I saw the most progress is when I made sure my mental state was okay. And what I mean by that is that, you know how, like, for example, my job, a lot of us get stressed out at work. What is the first thing we run to when you get stressed out? Some people, it's food. For me, it's food. For me, I tend to be an emotional eater. That's how I always been since I was a child. And And I do blame that on how we were raised, because a lot of us were raised as food being a treat. Every single time we had a celebration, we got to eat. Every single time you got A on your paper, you go have a pizza party, or you get a treat after dinner or some type of dessert every day. And of course, naturally, like, you're gonna run to that as an adult too. I don't think a lot of people understand that. That's where I think it stems from. If you grew up in a household like mine, like, a lot of us get treated with, cookies or cakes or some type of treat. So it's normal. But for the most part, like, of course, when I'm stressed, yeah, I do want to run the food sometimes. But how I'm controlling that right now is on the days where, like, I'm super stressed, I try to find like another coping mechanism besides food. So either journaling, coloring, talking to myself, venting to my mom, venting to my friends. I know my friends are sick of me. I don't care. You guys are gonna hear me, because I need to find another way to go to you guys. I need to find another way to get through this stress besides food. And the best way is to talk about it. But yeah, other things like that can mess with your mental state too is like if you're having a rough time at home, you're overstimulated from your children, or you're just not meeting your weight loss goal. Like, there's just a lot of things that can trigger your emotional state. So if I can just control my emotional state, then this journey should be okay. But I love that you guys get to see real time what it's like to lose weight. I don't know if anybody else has done something like this, but you guys will be seeing like my workouts, my foods, what my days are looking like, how I'm feeling. I'll check in how I'm feeling mentally as well. And then I'll do some body measurements. I'm waiting until I'm off my period to do body measurements, even though I already started the road to 134 pounds. I didn't measure because I'm just so bloated, unfortunately, and I'm waiting till the bloat comes down so you guys can get real numbers. I don't want to do it now because it's gonna look like I dropped a ton of inches, but in actuality, I'm just bloated. But I saw this girl post on Threads like she wished people who lost weight would document it in real time, and that's what I'm doing. I feel like you guys deserve that, and you need that so you can see what it's like, even though the journey is always going to be different depending on the person, depending on your conditions, medical history, like certain things may be hindering you from losing weight. Everybody's going to be different, but still, I think it's good to relate to someone who's doing the same thing. Dang, this whole time I've been chit-chatting, like, my son just has been chilling on the couch. You know what? Maybe I should check on him. Oh, my baby. He's chilling. These are the shows I need to be putting on while I'm working so he could just chill out for a little bit. He just got home from school, but my little guy, he's been doing so much better. He will be 5 on June 6th, and he is talking a lot more, and we're going to get him reevaluated for autism, which has been very difficult because we try to get him evaluated for autism when he was 3, right? And the doctor did not want to diagnose him with autism because he made eye contact. He diagnosed him with ADHD, which I can see that. I do agree. There is some ADHD there, but there's also a lot of behavioral factors that he has that full blown like autistic. Like, you could tell he's different. I don't want to say that he's not normal or something like that, but he's different, and he aligns with everything that an autistic kid does. And right now he does have a speech delay, so he doesn't really say many, like, he doesn't, like, the conversation I'm having with the camera right now, he's not like that. He's not conversational. However, he can say words here and there, like mommy help, or out mommy, or that hurts. He can say hi, bye. He tries to say full sentences though. If you're not around him a lot, you're not going to understand him, but he'll be like, oh, I want to watch dinosaurs. Like, just randomly he'll say full sentences, and he can say his colors now. He can say shapes. I'm so proud of his progress, because I used to cry because I thought I just wouldn't get the milestones that other moms got as far as like first words and full sentences and being able to like teach him certain things. But he's doing so much better, and I'm just so proud of my baby. And sometimes we like put these limitations on kids, and then kids end up surprising us so much. Like, my baby has just grown so much, and I'm definitely a proud mommy over here, and I couldn't be more grateful. Of course, his journey doesn't stop there. He does have a lot of behavioral issues, unfortunately, and those have been a learning and growing experience for me as a mom. And I always have to tell myself, like, gotta remember, he is a kid. He hasn't been here long. He doesn't understand. And sometimes as a parent, like, you just forget that they're learning too. Just as much as you're learning, they're learning too. We have to be very patient with our kids. And sometimes I feel so bad because like our kids know know when we're irritated with them. They know when we're frustrated with them. And naturally, we're going to be frustrated. We're going to get irritated. We are going to raise our voice sometimes. I have been apologizing to my son a lot more. So growing up, especially in my household, like, and I know my mom watches my videos, so she's going to see this, but most of the time you couldn't really express to adults how you felt as a kid because they took that as talking back. And it's not necessarily talking back. You're expressing on how you felt or how your parents made you feel. As a parent now, I never want to make my son feel a certain way. If I hurt him, I want him to come to me. I want him to be like, Mommy, this is how you made me feel. And let's discuss that. I want to have an open dialogue with my kids. I want them to feel so comfortable with me that they can come and talk to me about anything. I want to have that open door policy. Now, I don't want to be their best friend, no, but I do want to make it a safe place where they don't feel like, damn, if I tell mom, mom is going to cuss me out, or mom's going to hit me, or mom's going to be angry, or mom's going to do this, mom's going to do that. I don't want them to feel that way. And although my son doesn't talk too much, in ways he does come to me when he's done something. And I feel like he does that more often than not because of how I react to what he's done. So for example, he drew all over the wall, right? He comes and gets me. He's pointing to the wall. He's like, Mom, he's pointing to the wall. And I was like, I see, baby, you drew on the wall. And I'm like, baby, you're not supposed to draw on the wall. This is not where you draw. So I bring out a piece of paper and I show him, I say, you draw on this. You do not draw on the wall. You need to wipe off the wall. Now, the only thing I do allow him to do to the wall is put stickers on the wall because I can just take them off. They don't bother me. This boy has already messed up the walls anyway, so a sticker is not going to hurt it. But the fact that he's able to come to me as a 4-year-old and he can't even talk is just a blessing. And then also, like, the other night, I felt so bad because I was so frustrated with him. He's extremely hyper. He want to touch, hit, bite. Like, he gets in these moods where he just, I don't know what it is. It's like a tick. He just hits, screams, bites, starts climbing on things, starts throwing things. Like, and I think it's because he's saying like, Mommy, I need you. And at that time I was cooking. And so I'm done with his dinner. He flipped over the dinner on the floor. I was pissed, y'all. I lost it. I yelled. He went to go sit on the couch and he cried. Audie gets home and was like, what's wrong? August replies, I'm sad. Do you know that broke my heart, you guys? Because I knew he was sad because I yelled at him. And goes to show how you react to your kids is how they will come to you. He didn't feel comfortable enough because I yelled at him to tell me that he was sad, but he felt comfortable enough to go to Audie and say he was sad. So I said parenting is just such a learning experience, and I'm trying to create that environment where he feels comfortable enough to come to me and comfortable enough to just say, Mommy, I need you, without me reprimanding him. So, but yeah, this is gonna conclude the vlog. It is already long. I'm gonna be posting a lot more videos, you guys. And the reason why I haven't really been posting is because I've been so busy. I've also been a little stressed out. And then I also been competing as one of the finalists in the Buff Bunny model competition. I also been doing a lot of scripting, real videos for Instagram. I do post on TikTok, but not as much as Instagram. Instagram, I try to post at least 10 times a week. So I haven't really been able to do like long form videos, and I'm also job hunting hardcore right now. So it's just a lot going on. However, I will be posting a lot more videos. I've been posting shorts on here though. I have been posting shorts literally almost like every day. I've been consistent with that. But if you are new here and this is your first video, my name is Yanni. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my old subscribers here. Hi. I usually make videos of my 85-pound weight loss journey, and I just share the tips that I've learned, all the trial and errors, so you guys just don't have to go through all that. Okay, well, I will see you in the next video. Bye.